When I push open every door and into the chapel at last, the cold pierced me like a knife, making me shiver. Somehow it's even colder inside than outside. I raised my eyes to the dice at the end of my nave. And then? It looks like I'm not going to be caught out. Apart from the three of us, I don't see any other figures in the chapel. I can't rely on my sight in the darkness, I trust my other senses. The fact that I can't discern any other presence tells me she didn't lie in a letter. Besides, it's easy enough to tell from that smug look at her face. Yuzuriha Yatsushiro is wearing a trademark cynical smile. Besides her, Mayuri Kohsaka stares down at me like an angel, judging me for my sins. They sent out a reserve team, huh? What? I was expecting Suoh-kun. Oh, this music, I love this music. This music reminds me so much of Aria. It's insane. Almost Mediterranean twang to the strings. She doesn't need to be here. My pointed glare seems to roll right off hers. She shrugs, her smile never wavering. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be threatened by a minor league player. The smile doesn't reach her pale grey eyes, which bore into mine as though searching for something. When I avert my gaze, she laughs. She's not all worried. That suits me just fine. They must think that by me being here, everything's going according to their plan. I'm relieved they don't seem interested in making any moves right off the bat. You're acting as though rather Shirahane had come. That's not how you really feel, is it? You think you're better than Shirahane-san, right? Spare me. No. I was thinking right now it's me you're afraid of, not her. That's why you're acting so relaxed right now. Am I right? Is that supposed to be some kind of a riddle? I'm sorry, but we don't have time for your... Oh, don't be such a stick in the mud, Neri. We're fortunate enough to have our old friend here. I've always enjoyed talking with you, at any hour of the day. Inside, it pains me how she's acting no different to before. She's left the academy. Still, things are developing in my favour. I don't know why you're doing it, but I know you've been watching us, me, Shirahane and the others. You have, haven't you? An interesting hypothesis. That's how you're able to get between Chidori and I when we were trying to sneak into Sister Basket's room. Ask him whether I'm right, but neither man says. Take our silence as a tacit attempt, and continue on. Anyway, I can tell from you how you conveniently appeared at the right time when it was under surveillance, but the fact that you did, knowing you risked revealing your information, means there's something in Sister Basket's room which you really don't want us to see. Am I right so far? Again, my answer is silence. Channeling my father, I forge ahead. Here's the answer to that former Vice President Kamikado-san's riddle. Shirahane is brilliant, but I'm the one who can unlock the door. She's mainly spying on me, and that's why you're so calm right now, I finish. Oh, that's what he's saying is true, and it's worse for us to be facing Suoh-kun right now. But you in the picture should find out our secret. Right, I say, pushing away my nerves. But I don't do anything yet, I simply descend into silence again. I came to talk to you about Shirahane because She can't think straight when it comes to Kohsaka. So you're here as a representative? Yeah. So since we're all here, how about you tell me one thing up? I want to know about Shion Basquiat. Oh, Shion? I can't say I've heard her name before. Sounds like they could be a relative of Sister Basquiat's. Doesn't seem inclined to give me any answers. Then how about the tulpa of agape? Shirahane told me she's heard her name directly from your lips. Tulpa? I've never heard of that either. She must have misheard. I've never heard that word before today. I'm sorry I couldn't have been of more help. My blood boils at her lackadaisical attitude. It's an insult to all my buckram but his efforts. However, I can't end the conversation yet. I have to draw it out for as long as possible. If I don't, this will all be for nothing. Oh? There's a subtle shift in a previously flippant tone, but it's enough to send a shiver up my spine. Dear me, Agaki-kun. It appeared you let your defences down for a moment there. What are you talking about? The curtains are usually pulled tight across your eyes, but I just got a glimpse inside just now. You're trying to lure us into a trap, aren't you? Trots out to old line about the eyes being the window to the soul or whatever, but she's right with money. And I can't help but gulp, feel a trickle of sweat down my chest. Still, I keep my expression neutral. Even if she's cutting on to my intentions, as long as she hasn't figured out my methods, I'm still one step ahead of just barely. This is where I say that's my line, right? You guys were first to lay a trap. Despite my posturing, Yatsushiro-senpai's eyes have never leave mine. I'm sure she's speaking metaphorically. It really does feel like she's looking for my eyes to read the secrets written within. And then... There's something I want to ask you too, Kamekado-senpai. And what would that be? Let me be blunt. Do you not feel there's any sense of guilt? Does it not weigh on your conscience that you're dragging someone who cares about you through the mud? I'm looking to provoke her. Not Kamikado-senpai, that is. Stop. Oh, did I say something wrong? Yatsushiro-senpai. She can indeed see the window of my eyes to my soul. I just need to distract her from my view. I would not stand by and let you insult Neri. And finally, a little emotion. But what's an insult to an automaton like you? What? You said it yourself. You're a Tin Woodman. You have no heart. I mean, if it makes sense, that's why you can't act without any shame. Even if you were capable of feeling guilt, you wouldn't be doing this. You're just automatons with no sense of self. Both of you. As soon as Yuzuriha comes along, you change your stance. I don't know whether it's because she won't stand for me insulting Kamikado-senpai, or because I've hit her right where it hurts, but she now has her bright silver, snake-like eyes at me. If I keep pushing, I might get hurt, but whatever. Shirahane takes precedence. You asked if we have any sense of guilt, but... You object to that? It's not as though we're talking about a mortal sin here. More like a passing flash of regret. A passing flash? Let me give you a metaphor. We raise chickens from little chicks. We can't have delicious burrito without strangling a chicken. Much it pains you, it's got to be done. Thinking my relationship with you guys is the same way, she says. Her words are like a slap in my face. She was sticking to her nose and into our business since the spring. I often found her to be an annoyingly meddlesome presence. However, so you're saying you were faking everything? A red heat boils up in my stomach and chest, threatening to explode in a shout. I'm having trouble remaining in my emotions. I'd thought of them both, of Yatsushiro-senpai and Kamikade-senpai, as my friends. Why are you helping Suoh-kun? My seeming emotions make my voice break as I reach for an answer to a sudden question. Because she's my friend, obviously. Well, let's see. Her tone hasn't regained its previous carelessness, but now knows a gay serpentine as before. I'm stumped as how to answer. She stares intently at me, leaving a long, pregnant pause, but seems to steep up any and all secrets lingering in the room. You're in love with her, aren't you? What the hell are you talking about? You put it all in that notebook and keep it on your desk. You said she's the first person you ever fell in love with. There's a fire in my belly, in my chest. What was it you wrote again? Well, you went to borrow books from a library because you wanted to see her? Because you love the way she smiled when she was there herself? Through the heat, I feel a sharp pain in my heart, like it's being pierced like with 1,000 needles. Those feelings are my secret. Don't act like you know me. I don't even need to look in your eyes right now to know it's true. It's written all over your face, Yagaki-kun. She says something to me, but it doesn't reach my ears over the heat coursing through my veins and an unbearable pain in my chest. Right. When I transferred to the academy, the path before me was dark and closed off. But Shirahane lit the way. So I won't falter anymore. A heavy sound cracks, brings me back from the depths I was receded into. The sound should be so loud, and it feels like a gong being rung into my ear. Forcing my heavy limbs and sluggish mind into motion, I turn slowly. And there she is. Okay, is it basket? Is it Suoh? Or is it partner? Okay, I got the signal. Staring at me in obvious relief, my empty partner's face breaks into a smile. She dashes over to me and wraps her arms around my neck in a tight embrace. She smells like winter. And like Chidori. Are you okay? Are you hurt? At first she looks at everything with disdain. Nothing was sparing in her haughty gaze. It's like she was looking at a version of herself from her past. She stares intently at me, and deep in her eyes I see the lights of summer. The sharp, dazzling light you see when looking up the sky from the bottom of a pool. But dazzle of my beloved partner in crime. Who's putting his thoughts in my head? Chidori is still latched around my neck. I stroke her head, then look squarely at the girls, feeling a smile curved across my face. You gave me a good opportunity to look inside myself, Yatsushiro-senpai. Anyway, I think it's safe to say we won this game of cat and mouse. Seems like Shirahane and Co came through. The plan was simple. I was the one I'm most wary of. While I drew their attention here, prayers would call for Sister Basket, leaving a room empty for Shirahane to sneak into. So he didn't know how long it would take. I had to keep them both talking for as long as possible. Meanwhile, Chidori would be waiting outside the chapel, would press a signal, 3 circles drawn in the sky with a torch. Well then, looks like I have a beat. Yatsushiro-senpai shrugs after hearing Chidori's explanation. A gesture that's painfully familiar. She then takes a step forward. Chidori tenses as I put my hand on her arm and shake my head. She won't cause any trouble at this point. Well, thanks for a vote of confidence, Yagaki-kun's right. We'll go. Are you sure, Yatsuro? Are you sure, Yuzuriha? We fulfilled our obligation, didn't we, Yagaki-kun? When I ask her what she's talking about, she responds with a trademark cynical smile. In light of your courage, I'll make you a promise. Whatever happens next, I'll turn a blind eye. Just this once. How are we supposed to? We can trust her on this. When Chidori asks me if I'm sure, I nod. Yatsuro Senpai's words are ominous, but I have no reason to refuse the bone she's throwing me. She takes a couple more bounding strides, cheerful as she ever was. And then... oh, one more thing. As she's about to pass me by, she stops and leans down to bring her lips to my ear. I'll give her lovely Shirahane one more key. The statue of Virgin Mary stands atop a stake. What? I think on those words, that's all I can give you. She strides off before I can question her further. No. The set of our backs represent a flat rejection, and I'm unable to call out after them. The singing bone. For some reason, they reminded me of it. I wonder why. A story from Grimm's fairy tales. A man kills his brother out of greed, but when he was reduced to nothing without bones, the brother never gets his betrayal, and in the end, uses it to tune a whistle to condemn his brother. Oh, my dear shepherd, you're blowing my little bone. My brother killed me and buried me beneath a bridge to give a wild boar for a daughter of a king. Erika? I shake my head, dismissing the verse, then turning and wonder who it could have been when it ended up buried. Now they're dead. What is a whistling tune they play their words a silent cry of sorrow? All of this is like the nightmares I have whenever I'm feeling low. Like the end of this episode. Ending now. Bye bye.